Hey guys, welcome back to the King's Legacy Show. Super pumped to have you here with me today. Apologies for the fluffy hair. I'm due a haircut. If you're only listening to this on audio, you're missing out on seeing some crazy hair action from myself. Enough of the hair side of things. Welcome back to today's episode, and we're going to be diving deep into the art of transformation within our relationships. I'm your host, Rich James Jackson, and we're here to explore not just what we want from our relationships, but most importantly, how we're going to get there. Today, we're going to be talking about the critical distinction between outcome goals and behavioral goals in your relationship. And the behavioral goals are that of action, and they are the action steps and the stepping stones to achieving those outcome goals. So let's cut through the noise and let's get straight into the heart of building a happier, calmer, and more positive home life. So first up, understanding your outcome goals. In a relationship, it's so easy to say that I want a happy and calm household. But what does that look like? These are just outcome goals, which are essential, but they're very high level. They're outcome goals. They're your destination. They're a vision. They are what you see and what you want for your relationship and what you want for your family. But just merely stating them and these high level goals without an actual plan is like, it's almost like setting sail without a map and without a compass on a boat. Let me share with you a story about a client. Let's just call him Mark. Mark came to me with this exact outcome goal. But when I asked him how he planned to achieve it, he wanted that calm, he wanted that happy, content house. But when I asked him how he was going to achieve it, he was absolutely stumped. To be honest, he couldn't even see the very first step in getting him closer to this outcome goal. And it's super common scenario. And it's where the behavioral goals come into play. Behavioral goals are the actions and habits we need to cultivate daily. And I'm talking like putting them in your calendar daily to move you toward the outcome goal that you want. They're the how. They're the how to your what, or to our what, the what that you've got so far. If your outcome goal is a happier home, your behavioral goals might include dedicated, uninterrupted quality time with your partner, or dedicated, uninterrupted quality time with your kids. They could include practicing some form of gratitude, like a gratitude journal every day, or having some form of way of addressing conflict constructively, having like a set plan for when conflict arises. This is what we're going to do. And that's a behavioral goal. I think some people find it very, very easy to set the high level goal, like the abstract goal. And more often than not, that's where it stays. It stays high level. It stays like, I just want a happier home. I want to be happy. I want to be smiley. I don't want there to be any conflict. And it just kind of stays up there. And year after year, it's the same thing. And normally it doesn't get better. Let's just say that. If it's not addressed, it normally goes the other way. So how do we bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be? It starts with identifying the behaviors that contribute to your desired outcome. It's about making intentional choices every single day that align with that vision, that align with the outcome goal that you have for your relationship. And here's what I want you to do. Take your relationship outcome goal, so that high level goal, the vision that you have for the relationship, the thing that you want, and break it down, asking yourself questions like, what behaviors contribute to that outcome? How can you and how can I implement one small action today that aligns with that goal? This approach just transforms it from an abstract desire into super like tangible outcomes and actions. So what small daily action can you commit to that will bring you one step closer to your ideal relationship outcome? Have a little think. If you're getting stuck with this, another question I can ask you to help you navigate this: reflect on a time when a small behavioral change made a big difference in your relationship. So did you introduce, I don't know, like a walk around the block with your partner at the end of each day when all tasks and all commitments are done for the day? Did you go for a 20-minute walk around the block? How did that behavioral goal change your relationship? Did it have an impact on it? What was that change and what impact did that have? How does your current communication style with your partner or family member align with your ultimate relationship goals? Oh, such a good question. How does your current communication style with your partner or your family members align with your ultimate relationship goals? Are they supporting the outcomes that you desire? Because if they're not, that's when we need to make that switch with your behavioral goals to ensure that you get to the bigger picture goals. What is one adjustment that you could make starting today, right off the back of listening to this show, to improve that communication? If you're getting stuck with any of this stuff, guys, if you need any help, hit me up. I absolutely love it. If today's episode resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, I challenge you to identify one behavioral goal this week that moves you closer to your relationship outcome goal. Share your commitment with us on social media. Feel free to tag me in it at Rich James Jackson. Let's support each other in building the relationships that we desire. Remember that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in, day out. Let's get them in the calendar. Thanks for tuning in to today's King's Legacy show. Remember, it's not just about knowing what you want from your relationships, but understanding how you're going to get there. I'm Rich James Jackson, reminding you that every step you take towards positive behavior is a step towards the outcome you dream of. Until next time, stay strong and build your legacy.